Want to get more Bitcoin? Well, one way to get more Bitcoin is by mining, and you can mine with elevategroup.io. They're in Irkut, so they have really cheap electricity. You can buy the miners online, and these are the miners that are currently available at the time of recording. You can track their progress, see what they're doing. Your miners are doing through the Awesome Miner dashboard, and that way everything is transparent. They publish the profits and the costs and everything publicly on the Telegram group. I do invite you to go check it out, join the Telegram group, and this might be something that you want to take up. Hi everybody, this is Crypto Rich, working with you to get rich with crypto, filling our pockets with crypto profits. I have with me one of the wizards from the Komodo team, and we're going to talk about lots and lots of Komodo wizardry and magic. Now, before I introduce him, I want to let you know that this is not investment advice. Do your own due diligence and do not invest any more than you can afford to lose. In this video and all my other videos, all I'm doing is sharing with you what I'm discovering as I travel along on the blockchain. And about over a year ago, traveling along on the blockchain, I discovered Komodo, Platform.com. I'll have links in the description below. And I've covered Komodo and some of the Komodo projects quite a bit. And I have with me Satinder. Satinder is one of the team of developers at Komodo. And we're going to be talking about the background to Komodo, like the Komodo history and overview, and also Antara Framework. Now, first, let me start by thanking you, Satinder, for...
Thank you for having me here, Rich.
Hey, not at all. Thank you for making yourself available. And you are in New Zealand, which I said to you before we started, of all the places I've visited in the world, New Zealand's my favorite. Absolutely loved it. Loved it, loved it, loved it.
I agree with you.
It's so far away. It's so far away.
It is. Yeah, very, very true. If I have to fly to some other part of the world, I will have to spend fortune to reach there.
That's right. But thanks to the magic of the internet and technology and Zoom, here we are talking. Your morning, no, my morning, your evening. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to start by telling us a little bit about yourself and what it is? Not too long, right? But
okay,
in a nutshell, what it is you do at Komodo and how long you've been with Komodo.
Yeah. Okay, so I got introduced to cryptocurrencies and Bitcoins and all that in the late 2014s. Soon after, I got introduced to Supernet project, which was the initial starting project of JL777, James Lee, the core developer of Komodo Platform. Mm-hmm. Through those days, I did a lot of testing, a lot of development, a lot of community support kind of work in this SuperNet and then evolved platform of Komodo Platform. And this was my journey so far. And I became a part of this team in late 2016. And since then, I have developed softwares like Iguana Wallet, which was the earlier version of Agama Wallet. Mm-hmm. Then the version 1 of the Atomic Dex technology or Barter Dex background with a graphical interface. And as a reference or as for the testers to test this and to be able to see what the technology looks like, experience like. And my background in IT and services and this whole industry is about 15 years. And I have worked with 500 Fortune companies. I have worked as an entrepreneur, having my own freelance companies, but just gradually moving to developer side. I started actually as a systems administrator in different roles. I was as a hobbyist, as working as a designer, web developer, then software developer, and now in the blockchain industry, just moving more toward the background side of like backend services side of core development than just working with the graphics or graphical interfaces kind of work. I enjoy working in this industry, and Komodo Platform and working with JL777 is really my honor. It's amazing place to work with. A lot of innovation here and a lot of bright minds here to hang out with. And yeah, this is amazing. That's what I do.
Oh, Satinder, thank you so much for saying all that. And I agree with you that Komodo is amazing. There are so many projects on CoinMarketCap, right? And there are
Yeah.
so many projects that I know absolutely nothing about. And then the few that I do know and I've looked into, Komodo just blows my mind in terms of what they've come up with, right? And, Verus Coin, Pirate Chain, Delegated Proof of Work, so much more than this already, right? Including a mobile atomic DEX, and there's a video that I'm doing about that, and then also the Antara Framework, which you and I are going to be talking about. I just want to let people know, so you may not know this either, but I do have JL777's agreement for an interview. Right now, it's going to be a text interview, right, where I'm going to ask him questions and he's going to answer questions. It's going to take time, and then I'm going to collate it all and do a video out of that. If you're watching this, if you have any questions for JL777, please put them in the comments below. One of the challenges that I have is because when I do an interview, it's like a natural freeborn conversation. This is my script, and then we start talking, and I'm trying to work out, well, how am I going to do that in a text, in a Q&A between me and JL777 over many days over Discord chat. So anyway, so your comments, I would really appreciate them, and your questions, I would really appreciate them. And one of the questions I want to ask JL777, and I'm going to ask you, is how come Komodo does the stuff it does? How come it was the first project to come up with 100% private 99.999% coins? How come you even came up with the idea? How come it came up with the idea of delegated proof of work? How come it came up with all the other stuff that it does?
Okay. I can answer some of that. And I need to correct you. It's not actually delegated proof of work. It is delayed proof of work.
Yes, you're right. Thank you for correcting me. Delayed proof of work. This is why it's so important for people to do their own research. Delayed proof of work, yes.
Yeah, because the word change of delegated and delayed can give you misunderstanding, or in case say the same word to some other technical people who knows about delegated consensus, they can probably misinterpret before even looking at the technology and make their mind up. Okay, nah, don't need to look at it. I just understand the half of it. No, you have to look at it. It's not that same. Delayed proof of work is different. So anyway, you asked the question like, what is it which makes it so different, how the technology and innovation of these technologies came to this point. I cannot say about JL777, but I have hang out with James and have so many chats and have asked so many questions to him. So I can have some idea how he does work. And that actually has helped me with my own development work. It's really nice and somewhat based for the programmers. So you start from the simplest problem. You pick a problem, big problem, as much as you can find or whatever, or the simplest problem. You start from something simple. You start solving it day by day. You find the simplest form of solution as much possible, which makes sense to you. Don't go for the perfection. Don't see things like you have to solve those today, which can happen in the far future. You can solve the solutions on the problems which are happening right now. If it is the problem of right now, solve that. If it's a problem of the far future, but you have the solution which is working, wait for that time to come and then solve that when it arrives, or it's when so near to arrive. So doing this process, repeating this process, and keep iterating on progression of this technology, you will end up making so much solution which works, which actually solves a problem. I have seen in this industry, there are different level of programmers who have years of experience, who have very fresh experience, just coming out of university or just self-learning and starting the project. I think I can assume that James, as he is making those solutions, has tremendous amount of experience, either by putting so much hours of work in just doing the programming code that he is doing, or he is old enough that he has so much of experience from the industry experience. I cannot still today tell who that person could be, old, age, gender. As I have my experience with industry so far in a 1.5 decade, I have came across geniuses who are so young and who has put so much of blood and sweat in their work. They are so much special in their fields of work. You can seriously not tell who's the young one who is behind that screen working so much innovative work and giving solutions and making things for the people and for the companies, or old enough. There are various kind of geniuses around, and it's my really honor to work with GL777 in Komodo Platform.
Yes.
I don't know who that person is, but
yes,
it's really my honor still. Yeah.
Okay. No, thank you for that. And his privacy and anonymity is very important to him. And I
Yeah.
get what you're saying about genius, because some of the stuff that Komodo has come up with, I think, is
Yeah.
genius. Like the first decentralized exchange that works on a mobile. Sorry, excuse me. And then also the what they've accomplished with Pirate Chain, which will be topics for another video, and I've covered Pirate Chain extensively. Let me. Do you want to give us a brief overview of Komodo? What is it about Komodo? What characterizes Komodo? What's Komodo's vision?
Yes, sure. Let me show you the screen. I should actually show you my screen for that.
You can take it to the
along
website.
With the website. Yeah, just go to the website.
Yeah, shall I do that? Because I've got it already set up. Here we go. Can you see?
Okay, very good.
So there's the Komodo website.
Can you go to evolve.komodoplatform.com? Evolve. Just add evolve. Yeah.
Well, I didn't even know there was an evolve. Evolve.
Well, that was the first one came out. Yeah. In the rebrand process.
Okay, this is the. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, so it's a fork of Bitcoin, which is a fork of Zcash, which is a fork of Bitcoin. Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so Komodo Platform is today end-to-end blockchain platform, which provides the solutions and the blockchain development kit with Antara Framework, which can allow any developer, any project maker to make total independent blockchains from the get start. So with so much of options to create those smart chains using the Antara framework, and so much of those modules which provides extra features and functionalities which can be used to create decentralized applications. So there are so many variants of those options and modules available so far, where the chances of creating some more custom work is lesser. I think if you have really complex software which needs so much of deep consensus changes to make in a decentralized application, then you'll be able to create your own custom modules as well, the Antara modules, which are not that difficult either. In case you understand and you know how Bitcoin blockchain works, how Bitcoin scripts work, and how the scripting language of Komodo, which is crypto conditions, to create those smart Antara modules work, you can do that. And there's a full developers documentation to cover how to make those advanced Antara modules is available. So that's in a nutshell Komodo platform. But it just not just in the Antara framework way, it also provides the security to those smart chains. And it also provides the interoperability between the smart chains, not just within the Komodo ecosystem, but outside the Komodo ecosystem as well. So with that interoperability layer, you can have almost 99% of the current market cap coins, which are under the protocol of Bitcoin and which comes under the protocol of Ethereum. And because there are some coins which has changed their code base but still operate under the protocol of Bitcoin, so that covers almost the 99% of the current coin market.
Okay. This is boggling my mind. So it sounds to me like what you're saying is what Komodo has created. It's almost like there doesn't need to be any other blockchain because this one does it all. I can have so it sounds to me like that there doesn't need to be any other blockchain other than Komodo and what comes out of Komodo, because the Komodo blockchain does it all. It does everything that Ethereum does.
Yes, I agree. Yes.
Yeah. So
even more than that,
it does more than Ethereum does. It doesn't have any scale. It doesn't have the scalability issues that Ethereum does. Komodo's completely scalable. It's fast.
Mm-hmm.
It's secure because it's 1% attack resistant. It has crypto connections which are easier to use than smart contracts. You can
thank you. You're covering some points which I left.
You can create any tokens that you want, like the equivalent of ERC20 on top of the Komodo blockchain, but those ones are independent. The features that get invented on these new blockchains can be exported or imported throughout the Komodo ecosystem and shared, which you can't do with ERC20 tokens. It does thousands of transactions per second. You can have centralized ICOs on top of Komodo.
True.
And then there's even more. You can have stable coins on top of Komodo. You can have some security. I don't even know what that is yet. You can create your own faucets and there doesn't need to be anything else. Everything
well, there needs to be. It's an evolving platform. Yeah.
So what I mean is we don't need any of the other platform protocols or any other cryptocurrencies. I mean, it's great that they're there. I suppose we need them for competition and evolution and for sharing. But my point is rather clumsily made that Komodo does so much.
I would be not that much happy if I just say that Komodo is the only thing that needs to be in the world. No.
My point is,
there has to be a lot of solutions. There has to be a lot of varieties and different minds working on different things collaboratively as well, individually as well. The ecosystem will evolve if there will be a lot of many different minds working on different technologies. The Komodo platform is right now at very sweet spot in the history of cryptocurrency evolution, this financial technology evolution. And it's really great. And to even see Ethereum evolving, other different projects getting more privacy like Beam, other different projects like Dash, seeing how their governance work. How would we know what kind of things other projects are achieving with their method of work, which we as this platform developing another niche, who is I think crypto's most securest blockchain solution provider with delayed proof of work is doing. They can learn this from us.
Yes.
Maybe they can make the same solution with something different, which maybe we haven't seen. There is always a place to improve. So yeah, I would not be happy to see just the Komodo in the world. I would like to see more and more different projects in the world. Yes.
Sure. No, I agree with you. My point, rather clumsily made, is that Komodo does so much. It's like pretty much I can go anything that I want and need. If I was going to set up a new project, a new blockchain project, I can go to Komodo for, including
Great.
including setting up my own blockchain with absolutely
True.
no developer.
For you with Antara Composer, it will take just like 2 to 5 minutes to create your own blockchain.
Okay, is that something we can do now as we talk through it? I
You
haven't.
have to
I haven't
sign up
signed
on.
in. I haven't signed in. Is it something you can show
Yeah.
us? I'll do it separately. I'll do it separately. So I could. So let's say I want to. I don't know. I want to tokenize my house. I want people
Mm-hmm.
to buy equity tokens or tokens that represent the value of my house. I could go to the Antara Framework module and create a
Mm-hmm.
blockchain that represents the value of my house.
You can.
And then
You
I
can do it in multiple ways, and you can either create your own chain, or you can also create your own token on an existing chain, whichever chain you like, which supports the crypto conditions token creation module. So it is possible.
okay.
In case, for example, you choose some blockchain in this ecosystem like Hushlist or like Hushcoin, in case they have that token module available, which is an asset chain or smart chain of Komodo platform, or like it evolved from Komodo, like it took the technology of Komodo, used that the Antara framework to create their own blockchain, the Hush blockchain, and added their own features to that, including the crypto conditions Antara modules to this Hush. You can use that to create the token on this existing one. You can use Antara Composer to create your own coin, or not just coin, not your own different project. The smart chain, which is smart enough to give you different consensus and initial start of that initial parameters to start with your own selection of smart Antara consensus modules. This is all possible. You have multiple of choice. You have so many choices with Antara Composer that you can create a combination of millions or hundreds of thousands of uh, parameter choices. You have so many options. It's the boost start for any developer to start with Antara framework. The kind of thing you can expect with Ethereum framework or any other different um, projects, you can expect to start the same thing with just parameters, selection of Antara modules, having the ability to interoperate with other different uh, coins and projects and cryptocurrency, and have the security of Bitcoin level security for the blockchain to be 51% attack resistant. All of these are so much easier and possible today, much better. You can start this thing with so much easiness and less time, and be done with this in like in a few minutes to few hours or in few days, based on how much knowledge you have, how much the capacity you have to evolve this work that you're going to start with. So it depends on developers' capabilities and how much level of innovative different options you want with your blockchain. Is if there is something not available with the existing modules, you can add those. How easy it is, how much time does it take, and it takes really less time. The existing modules are so much diverse that the most of the cases, like I guess 90% of the cases, maybe the current decentralized applications we see as proposed in the industry, we can also just do that by using the RPC APIs, the developer APIs of the existing modules. There are very less of those custom things you have to build your modules to. And as the platform is increasing, or like improving, evolving, there will be less of the chances any new developer coming into the ecosystem and they has to make their own custom, let's say, Antara modules. So it is the boost start for the developers to start with Komodo, and the efficient and the safest platform, in my opinion.
Wow, that's incredible. And then is it, if I had an existing ERC20 project, could I myself port it over to Komodo
Definitely
via
you
the
can.
Antara framework, or do I need to contact the developers?
Well, there are different variants. So, what kind of model that you are using with that project? What kind of customization you are using with that project? If it's about the token moving or the users and their token value moving to Komodo, for example, there are 100 users using your ERC tokens, and they have that supply, what you say, distributed between those 100 users, and you want to just move from that Ethereum ERC20 tokens to Komodo smart chain, then there is possibility that you can do that. The thing is, you will create the snapshot on ERC20 tokens, the blockchain Ethereum for that token only, for which the developer tools are there. Or if not found, you can ask the developers; they can really help you with this thing. And the snapshot will provide you at certain block height of Ethereum that what is the supply holded by some addresses. And with that list, once you have created your smart chain on Antara Framework, either via Composer or by custom command of the to say a smart chain creation through Komodo daemon. There is developer documentation for that. Once you have the tokens, the same supply tokens with you, you can start distributing to the equivalent address in Komodo address, which means the users will input in the wallet their private key of Ethereum, the address which holds the ERC20 tokens in the wallet. They will get that Komodo address, which associate to that same private key. So they will find they have the same number of tokens in their wallet, which is sitting in the smart chain created by Antara Framework, the same supply. So it is possible to move the user base from ERC to Komodo smart chains. It's not that difficult. And the tools are there. The developer kit is there, the blockchain development kit. The white label wallets are there. Explorers are there. The SPV systems are there. So all these setups is when it's ready to start with. It's like very less effort to move from Ethereum ERC to Komodo.
Wow.
For the smart things, like we call it the decentralized consensus level applications, like being able to create tokens, being able to interoperate, like exchanging one token to another, cross exchanging one token from one platform to another platform, not just within the ecosystem but outside the ecosystem as well. You get all those more decentralized aspect in your project with having those chains in Komodo. Another thing is with Ethereum or other different projects, you are within the ecosystem. The atomic swap technology is mostly within the ecosystem, or they are still in the development. Here in Komodo, you are not just being a part of the ecosystem, you are also part of the whole cryptocurrency space. With the atomic DEX released, with the atomic DEX being tested by the public, it's now accessible on the mobile. Tell me who else does that?
Amazing.
this is this is mind blowing. This is amazing technology evolution. It is ahead than any other project I have seen. Maybe by 3 years, maybe, but it's really amazing. The progress and the options, the technological capability to for a developer is so efficiently available and greatly available in Komodo. I think anybody who learns about this thing, or at least start, they will be hardly making up their mind not to leave it. Or
Yes.
yeah, am I using this right word? Yeah, they will not go away. In
Yes,
short,
yes,
yeah.
yes. No, I agree with you that.
Yeah,
Now, what you said about transferring over an ERC20 project, I mean, from what you're
yeah,
saying, it sounds like, well, that could easily be done for an EOS-based project or I don't know, some of the other platform protocols like Tron or something, one of those projects as well, because you just take a snapshot, you recreate the characteristics through the Antara framework of that project, and then you release those tokens to this snapshotted holders and stuff.
Yes, it's possible. Yes.
Wow. Okay.
But the tools are there for the other platforms, like EOS, you said. I'm not sure at this moment, but I don't think it's difficult. If it's possible to create the address for EOS with the same private key and the public key, and having the ability to snapshot that, you can actually just do this thing with any other different project. That's the thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, anything else you want to let us know about Antara Framework? Any of its other characteristics or features that we haven't mentioned?
Yeah, so Antara Framework is a part of the rebrand of Komodo Platform. So earlier, we have noticed the industry has taken Komodo Platform or Komodo Project just as in a short, in like 4 words, another copy of Zcash with privacy coin.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's not true. It's really not true. The message with Antara Framework or the release of Antara is it is an end-to-end blockchain. It has 3 layers of framework. It has, let me open that website. I really need to show you on the
Antara website or some other website?
Yeah,
okay, let me allow you to share.
Yeah, if you can.
Okay, I think you should be able to share now.
Let me see. Share. Oh, there is share. So let me go to my. Very nice. So it's here. Where it is. I need to open the website. Oops. Yep, that's the one. Where is Antara? Here is Antara. Okay, so Antara has 3 layers. Okay, let's not wait for that. So these 3 layers are Antara smart chains. So this smart chain is about creating those chains, and there are, well, in the documentation it shows 18 different parameters, and the official developers documentation, if you see, you will find there are more, like 27 or something of these choices. Mm-hmm. To create customized parameters. And some of them are in development, some of them are already matured enough. Well, if you see them here, they're already mature enough. There could possibly be more adding here.
Right.
And so the first layer is be able to create the smart chain.
Yeah.
The second layer is the Antara modules. And these Antara modules are different of ones, like having the decentralized faucet, having the ability to create custom tokens on the blockchain that you're going to create for your own self, having the ability to create oracles, which takes the online information to this off-chain data, like the off-chain data on the blockchain, which is totally embedded and be a part of the consensus, so that it's secure enough and safe to consider be safe enough and be in a decentralized way, verifiably true. So the proxy token DEX, which means you can trade all these tokens which you created on your smart chain, be able to decentrally exchange in decentralized ways, exchange on that smart chain. There is a possible, you can make it micro payments, like you can change, you can compare this thing with the Lightning Network payments or micro payments, the lightning fast payments. So these micropayments are as secure as the delayed proof of work secured transactions, which cannot be created. There is a possibility to do a module with a user module to make the funds recovery. Stable coins, it's combination of multiple different Antara modules and be able to create stable coins. The difference with this stable coins creation is that there is no central party. You can create those stable coins with different other tokens which are pegged to the value of different other cryptocurrencies, even using Bitcoin, Doge, Litecoin, Komodo, Veriscoin, any other supported of those tokens in the industry, which are possible to use with the crypto conditions, be able to create a gateway for tokens in a decentralized manner. Trustless price feed is very much like crypto coin market cap.
Yeah.
It's the usage of Oracle behind the scene. Stablecoin is usage of tokens behind the scenes. So rewards, quantum security is to be able to make the transactions the way which are signed and encrypted with the lithium library or the lithium cryptography. There's different variants of cryptographic research happening. The crypto, not crypto, this is the lithium module. I have to stop because I don't have that much of knowledge in this.
It's absolutely fine. It's mind blowing, right? As I mentioned before, I do want to move this on a little bit, and not because it's not interesting, but I have another appointment in a few minutes soon, right? So I'll link to all this in the description below. Then the third layer is the integration layer.
Yeah, the third layer is the integration layer.
Connect together and work seamlessly.
Yeah. Yes. So the integration layer involves the Explorer, the RPC API, the Atomic DEX interoperability with other crypto conditions, other crypto coins, not conditions. So yeah, this combined API of different smart chain parameters, the entire modules in that smart chain, and the ability to use technologies like Atomic DEX, you can make anything. This is the three layers in there. So yeah, that's the thing. That's the Antara Framework.
So I can create a project which has all those features. I don't have any developer knowledge or anything. I'm a techno idiot, right? And it'll have all these magical qualities. I'm just blown away, and it won't take me long, and it's not difficult. That's just incredible. Completely incredible. Is there anything else you want to let us know before we finish up? And can we stop sharing so we can see you and I? If you stop sharing, please, Satinder. And if you want to let us know if there's anything else you want to let people know.
Let me see if anything quickly comes to mind. Well, give Antara Composer a try.
Satinder, please.
Okay.
No, if you can stop sharing your screen. That's it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Anything else?
Yeah. So go to komodoplatform.com, browse around, take a look at what is it offering, and sign up on atomicdex.io to try Atomic DEX on your mobile. Sign up on composer.kmd.io to try how you can create your own smart chain with all those different Antara modules in just 5 minutes. That's the thing you want to do.
And that can be linked, all those can be linked through the Komodo website, and I'll have all the links in the description below. And if you want to get involved, join the Telegram group, join the Discord channel, do your own due diligence, do check it out. And Satinder, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And I'm sorry for having to rush you at the end, right? And
that's okay.
As one of the things that I've created in one of the crypto conditions, Satinder, is that you will be back on my channel at some point. All right, just to let you know. And if you have any questions that you want me to put to JL777, please put them in the comments below. And between now and when I see you next, please keep filling your pockets with lots and lots of Komodo and Atomic Dex and Antara Chain and Pirate Chain and Verus Coin profits. This is Crypto Rich and Crypto Satinder signing out. All the best. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thanks for having me here. Bye.